Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and happy Monday. Oh man, it's been a while. So welcome to Adobe Live. I'm Jasmine, your host for the next 2 days, and it's been a while, so I'm really happy to be back. And today I'm joined with an amazing artist and just multi-talented person, Miss Aurélia Durand. So everyone welcome her.
Hello.
Where are you tuning in from, Aurelia?
So today I am in Copenhagen. I live here for a month. I am here for the holidays. I would say holidays. Enjoying the summer, the Scandinavian summer, I would say. Yeah, it's less hot than in Paris, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, really? Is it like just sunshine and like high 70s or 80s?
It's about 19, 21 degrees here, and it's a bit sunny, a bit cloudy. Yeah, cool.
That's nice. I'm in California. Everyone, California, woo woo. We've been having an interesting summer, especially Northern California, but summer nonetheless. Well, it's going to be a packed day. So I'm really happy to have everyone here on the stream and chat. We have a lot of stuff going on right now in the Adobe Live world. So if you missed the 7:30 Fresco and Photoshop stream, you have the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge with one of my favorites, Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. And just a really packed day. So you can go check out the schedule at Behance Adobe Live. So go ahead and check out that schedule and tune into all of these amazing streams. So today you're here with us. It's me, Aurelia. We're doing vector art today. And then later today, we will have portfolio reviews. So it's jam-packed. Are you excited? Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
This is so fun. Everyone, this is a new experience. Bear with us. This is just like so fun. I feel like we're in like a universe right now. So tell us about yourself, Aurelia, and just tell us about what we're going to do today.
Okay, so we can see my screen? Yeah, nice. So I will present myself. Yeah, I think it would be cool. So here we go. I will show you my work. So my name is Aurélia Durand. I am French. My work is playful, colorful. I do animation, illustrations, digital. Also, I draw, I paint. I do also augmented reality. I also published my first book. I illustrated a book. It's called This Book is Anti-Racist. It's been #1 bestseller, so it's pretty cool. So here it's my universe, colorful. I use vivid colors. I draw black characters, but that was also the beginning of my my work. I thought black is also like vibrant, and you can mix it with colors and can be really a good contrast with colors. So I started like this, but I also draw people with colors and different skin tones. I've been working for the New Yorker, HP, Adobe, Facebook, Instagram, and many other brands the past 2 years. And it's very international, so it's in the United States, in the UK, and in France, in Germany, in Denmark a little bit. That was my first drawings.
Ever?
Yeah, like I mean, it was the beginning of my style. Like
Oh my goodness.
I always drew, but I didn't. I was searching for a style. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and if even illustration was my thing. Never like being an illustrator was not a goal. I was not like, oh, I want to be an illustrator so badly. Right. I think it just ended up to be that because I was searching for a style and with which medium would it be better to put my voice, you know, to do something artistic. You know, it could have been with photos or because I went to a school, an art school and design school in France and in Denmark. I was studying different things like cinema, sculpture, product design. I was designing tables. I was drawing. So I was testing a lot of things for 6 years. And at the end, I didn't really know what I wanted. I needed more experience, you know.
Yeah.
Not enough. So it took me 5 years after my master to find it. I'm not saying that it should be like this for everyone. I think it's very special. I think that I was at a place where things happen and it happened, and I'm living out of what I like, and it's pretty cool. And I feel lucky also sometimes, but I think I've been working hard. So yeah, it's a mix of many things.
I love that.
When I was in Copenhagen, I started to meet with people, because the thing about being an illustrator is that you're alone, you know, and you're not really with people. You're just drawing in your cave, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do that. But at some point, you also want to meet people and try to understand if you do right, and just like have a social experience. So yeah, and then just quickly showing some of the work. I also do animation, yeah.
And this is the book you referenced earlier. When did you publish this book?
So it was published in January. I went in London to actually draw on some of the windows in the biggest library bookstores, and just like doing the promotion. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of illustration for brands.
And this was your first published book, so this is your baby?
It is. It's not my baby, but I feel like it's something I put out there, and it's for everyone, and it's cool. I don't feel like it's mine. It's been so many people around this book, and that's why it is where it is. No one, I mean, it would not happen if I was just doing it on my own. I think that the whole team behind is so nice and understanding, and is willing to put my voice and the voice of the writer out there. Tiffany Jewell is an author. She's American. She's an educator, and she is fighting for she's an anti-racist, and I think her words and my illustrations were going really well. But we didn't meet. It was mostly like working with the publisher.
Wow.
But I was doing the design.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading our words, and then I was discussing with the team. And then after we met, we we haven't met. We were about to meet before the coronavirus pandemic. It was pretty. I think that it's a cool. It's not something you think that illustrator and an author would meet and they will work together, but for this time, not really. And yeah, it was like 2 years ago. My work was okay, but I didn't have so many clients, and they came to me and they saw that I had something. The power of Instagram, I would say.
Yeah.
They saw my work, and I think they also saw the work of the writer, and they did a good casting. Like they say, oh, those two, how can we do something together? That's how they did.
That's cool. That's so, that's so rare. And it's a really cool story of how, two worlds come together for something that's really impactful like that. And it just happened organically. That's such a cool story. And I wish like more things happened that way. But beautiful.
Yeah. I think that it's not always when you look for something, you have to focus on your craft and people will recognize it and they want to do something with you. It's how I see it. I think for me, I would say like this, like focus on your art, have fun with it. And then, people will notice that you have fun and you're doing something that matters for others also.
I love it.
Oh,
those are so fun. Wait, those illustrations. Is this work you did with Giphy?
Yeah, so if you have Instagram, you can use them. You search Aurélia Durand. And then it was a series of illustrations and GIF or animation, to show for diversity. I think that was the idea of putting colors and happiness and the platform wanted to have something. At first, it was for the gay pride, but I said I don't identify myself as gay, and I think that it should be someone else who do it. But I want to do something that I care, like diversity, being together, all the different people. We make something cool, a celebration. I think, like a bit less specific but more general. I wanted to do that. Yeah.
Awesome. I love those. Okay, I'll stop derailing. I just love looking at your work.
Thanks. So for today, I was thinking, so I was drawing, as you can see in the back of so now I'm in Illustrator. And I've been drawing two characters dancing, like quickly. And I was thinking to illustrate, to put more colors and make this drawing alive. Because I like to create dynamic in my illustrations. And I found for today it could be cool to show you how to create movement and joy in your illustration. I'm not an expert in Illustrator. I know Illustrator only through my art. So I might do some stuff a little bit weird. Don't know all of the shortcuts, but sorry about that. Yeah. I still have to learn, and that's something I also have to say. I learn every day. That's also the good thing about being an illustrator or an artist is just like you learn every day. Like people coming to you to draw different subjects or topics, and you have to research, see pictures, or listen to stories. So you can be more precise in your drawing or in the intention you want to bring in the vision, I think. And I think for me, dancing is is a big part of what I want to transmit, like the joy, and dancing is also like an expression, and it's also universal. Everybody dance,
Yep.
you know. So yeah, let's go. So just to say, I draw with a tablet. It's a Wacom, and I have a pen. Yeah. And I have my computer. It's a Mac, and I just I draw with that. So I should start.
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay.
So with the dancing, is that something you usually find inspiration by, as far as like using movement as like an expression for your characters?
I think that so when I grew up, my parents, they like to go and do parties, and so they were invited by friends, and then I was going with them, and I saw them so happy to dance, and also that my mom, she really like to listen to because my mom is from Ivory Coast, so she liked to listen to songs from her country, songs from Africa, like generally also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that for me, when I think about joy, I think about the joy of dancing and listening to African music. That's why and it's a way to connect with my African roots. I think that's why I started to draw and animate people dancing like African dances.
How do you, I feel like that's hard to like visualize and then illustrate. Do you end up taking like photos or referencing like images of people dancing in order to like get the movement correct when you illustrate, or do you actually just like imagine the movement and then just freehand draw?
So I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, actually, and Instagram. There's so many like dancers, and you see also what is trendy, because some movements come back again and again. So I see them all the time. I'm not a dancer, and that's funny because everybody's like, "Oh, so you must be dancing," and like, no, I'm just good at observing, and that's what I am. I like to watch people and observe them, so I can mimic them in my drawings or animation. I think it's like you have to watch people to be able to draw them. At school, we had this class. We had to draw nudes, but not only like people. Just generally, we were posing each other, and then we had to draw us. With the clothes, with the how it was, like I don't know, the construction of the body and everything. So it's pretty hard because we had like 10 minutes or 1 minute, 2 minutes. So the drawing is not always the same.
Oh, wow.
You have another expression, like, like you have to draw fast, and you have to show what matters in the pose, So that was how I learned how to draw more. Because we all say, I've been always drawing when I was a kid, but yes, I was drawing a lot when I was a kid, but I was not drawing like technically. I was just
having fun.
And just like it was in imagination, and it didn't really make sense. I learned how to draw for real when I was 18. When I started when I decided to study art. At first, I didn't like to use because at school they have like a computer room where you could actually try Photoshop, Illustrator, all of the softwares. I never really felt comfortable with the softwares, so I like more to have a sketchbook and draw. I like that much better. I don't know. I didn't feel so comfortable with a computer.
Yeah.
I think I needed to learn more about drawing. Like the thing with a paper and a pen and a paper, you can draw what you. I mean, in the beginning when you don't draw, you're starting to learn how to draw and stuff. I think that it's very important to just like be simple and have a paper and a pen and just like draw what you see every day. So I was when I was going to school, I took the metro, and then I was just having a sketchbook with me, and I was just drawing people.
I love that. Did people? I've had a couple of friends that in school they would do the same thing. They would keep their sketch pad with them, and they would go to recess or go to class and would draw other classmates. And some people would be okay with it, and then others would be upset by it. Did you ever come across people who you were drawing that were either like curious or were just like, oh no, I don't want you to draw me, or were you kind of doing it in the background so no one could see?
It's always a bit awkward when people see you draw, because I mean it's not common that people draw. I mean,
yeah.
So I would like sometimes I would take a picture, or sometimes I would just like see someone from far away, like someone that cannot see me. So not someone that is in front of me. So it would be like someone that cannot really notice me. So I would always do that. And always I was going to the museum, and then I sit down on the bench, and then people just like walk around. They stand for some time looking at the painting, and then I think that it's more a place where they don't mind to be drawn because it's an artistic place.
Yeah.
You see people like this. So I felt more comfortable to do it in a museum or gallery, or also in the park is cool because you sit down and you just draw. You pretend you look at somewhere, you listen to your music,
You're looking at flowers,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. I didn't even think about people being more comfortable in, an art, setting, like a museum or even in like an art class or something. That makes a lot of sense.
But I think at some point when you are in this logic of learning and you have to draw, because also the teachers, they were saying, next week I want all of your notebooks to be full. So it was like maybe 15 pages. And so, which means it's a lot of drawing. So you're like, I want to have a good grade, I don't want to be, so you have to do it. So you have to push yourself to do it. It would be people, but it can also be like places. So I would like go I like to go to what's called Louvre. So I was studying 1 year. It was like a year of like a preparation to go to the fine school. So you had to learn everything from the start, like history of art, all the basic to be able to go to an art school. So during this year, I was in Paris, and then I had to go to all of the museums. So I went to Louvre a lot. Really love this museum. I love the sculpture section where you could like just sit down and observe. I was like antique and Greek sculptures. The room are also pretty like crazy, and it's very beautiful. You like to hang out there, so I was going there like the afternoons and just observing.
I feel like there's so much. You must have been like overwhelmed at times with inspiration because there's just so much beauty everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Paris is like contrast. I don't know, like there is so much beauty. Like the buildings, the architecture is special, and you don't find that anywhere else.
Right.
But the life is hard. It's a big city, and people really don't care about you, you know, and they have to work. They're really busy, and taking the metro, it's pretty tough because I was not living in Paris, so I had to take the transport. It was about like 1.5 hours away. So it was about 3 hours every day in the transport. So it was pretty tough. And in the transport, people were not really happy because everybody has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was using this time in the metro transport to draw people, or to just like draw imagination or stuff, or reading about the history of art. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I love to draw, and I love to see how I was like, because when you draw every day, all the time, then you can see how you improve yourself.
Right.
And it's very crazy. If I see those drawings now, wow, it would be, I mean, people say, yeah, you need to be talented. It comes like this, but I don't believe in it. I think that there is a part of it, a little bit, but you need to practice it. You need to draw every day. You need to, it's a gymnastic, you know, like you have to draw what you see. So you have to draw what you see from your own eyes, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I like what you said. Yeah. If you're drawing every single day, or like almost every single day, it must be like pretty incredible to be able to track just like your process and like and what your style was compared to, you know, where you are now and how comfortable you are with your style, to define it as your style. I feel like that's such a cool journey. And if you can do that every day, it just seems like it's just so beneficial to whatever your craft is. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not only for Illustrator, it's like for like architects, also everything that is with visual, even photograph. I know a lot of photographs, they were architects before becoming photographers, or they were drawing, they were into illustration, and then they really love to take pictures. So yeah, I think that just drawing is the base of everything that every work related to like visuals, I think. Even like a film, when you have to make storyboards and stuff, you need to know a little bit how to draw stuff to communicate with people.
Totally. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Especially when you want to articulate the work that you're doing to other people who may not see the same thing or can visualize the story you're trying to tell.
Yeah. I mean, you can talk, but sometimes people need to see things so they can really understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's the same also for me. I mean, I'm able to do many things, but if my client, they didn't see what something that is similar to what they would like to have, then they say, you're not capable of doing it. Because they didn't see it. So sometimes it's very important that people see what you can do. So that's why it's important to do many things. If you want to have more jobs, I think that it's good to diversify yourself a little bit more. I feel I would give that advice. That's very important.
So do you start? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, there is a spider coming towards me, everyone, and I don't know what to do. This is one of those everyday, Zoom challenges where you don't know whether to address the awkward thing that's happening or ignore it. And the spider is really big. So,
oh no.
should someone tell me, should I let it live or should I?
Oh no.
Oh no. Maybe my dog will eat it. I don't know.
Yeah. Then it's okay, I guess. Like part of the circle.
Hopefully it's not a poison spider. It's not. It's definitely like a regular house spider, but it's kind of big. You know what? I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live and hope that my dog doesn't try to eat it. Oh my goodness. So tell us more about your process. I know you like to stay very traditional and analog with your drawings, and you still love your like sketch pad and sketching with pencil and paper. So how did you get to, I'm sure you learned Illustrator for, just to kind of help progress your career in illustration, but what was like the biggest push for you to like start doing more digital illustration?
So I did it in the beginning for fun. I was doing some small projects here and there. And then I was just trying a little bit, like I saw some style on Instagram. I was following some people, and then just for fun, only for me, I was like trying to understand how to even use this platform so I can make something very personal. So I had to test the Illustrator. Before I really liked InDesign, and it's not the same, but I think that once you know a software of Adobe, you can easily understand another one, because some of the shortcuts and stuff look a bit the same. So then I was a little bit less
you're a little less intimidated because you already knew. So you learned InDesign first.
Yeah, so because at school I had to do a lot of presentation for my work, and I had to do some books and stuff like that. So
That's a good product to start with.
yeah, and it was pretty cool. And then I don't know. I felt like it was cool to draw, but I didn't have the finished product with the drawing. I'm just like trying just for fun. I don't know if I can show you like some on Instagram. I feel maybe I have some old projects maybe in my profile. Maybe not. No, I don't have that. No, I don't have. Sorry. I took it out. I remember now. I took it out. I took it out because it's very, very, very different from what I do. But maybe tomorrow I will show you a little bit more of that, like show you like really how I transitioned to where I am now, like the project I was doing before
to
now. I was doing like I was doing some maybe this I can show. Sorry.
How do you pronounce that?
I was doing I was doing something in Copenhagen, and I really I was just like having fun. So Copenhagen has different districts, and it's a small city, but it's very different if you go from one district to another. And I wanted to represent the characteristic of the district. So first I was using colors a bit more.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do like tote bags so people could buy and like be like, oh, I'm from this district and I love it. It's my favorite district, you know?
I love that.
Then I was just like drawing what was typical from the district, you know, like this one is there is a bridge, there is water, and there is also a cemetery where people go, and it's a park. Then I was just like, yeah, having fun.
These are fun.
To, like represent each of the district with like the world. Also, I was playing with the words, and it was also lettering and drawing. So I was trying to test like my style and be more like into graphics and really like branding also. I love that. So yeah, it was just a fun project in the beginning that I did.
Did
And
you?
this, yeah.
Sorry. Did you? I was going to ask if you did for each district. Did you kind of get inspiration from locals and ask them like why they liked the district? Like what were the places that you go to?
Yes. I did that. I was also taking pictures of people. I took them down because it's not actual and I didn't want to use people, but I took pictures of all of my friends that were living in another district. And I would say, what is your favorite place to drink coffee? What is your favorite place to go to cinema? Or whatever, you know, what is your favorite restaurant? And yeah, I mean, that was cool, like to explore more the city. And but it was, yeah, I wanted to sell that, but it didn't really work so well. And but I really I worked I was inspired because I went traveled in Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam they had a book where they were drawing every district, and I felt that this is a bit like Copenhagen. And then just I was inspired by my travels, that's all.
Yeah, they have in San Francisco. I'm in Northern California for everyone who was wondering. And in San Francisco, people are they like love to show spirit for their neighborhoods as well and their districts. And so there's always like different maps that show like the whatever the highlight thing to do in the district, there's like these infographic type maps and all of these fun little things. So when people do visit San Francisco, they know what all of the districts are known for. So yeah, so for instance, we have the Castro district, which is really like the epicenter of the LGBTQ plus community, and like how a lot of places where that started, and the Mission district, which has deep roots in the Latin and Hispanic community and is known for like a lot of things, but one of my favorite things that it's known for is just like markets and Spanish foods and like actual nightclubs where you could dance, and it's like not just like DJ nightclubs, but like salsa, reggaeton, Afro beats. So there's different areas, different districts that have like those special nuances. So I definitely relate to that project.
Yeah, every city there is something about the district. Like we like to say, "Oh, I'm from this district," and it's like you identify yourself through the district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even just a city anymore. It's like you're a little community within a city, which is like really cool because it's like really defined and specific, and those are always fun.
That's I never lived in before to move to Copenhagen. I never lived in a big city. I mean, I lived in the suburbs of Paris, but it was not my city. I was going there to meet up some friends, go to work, to my school, but I never lived there. It was not my city, So I never had this feeling of belonging to a district.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same in the suburb. You live in a small town.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was inspired by Copenhagen.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I grew up in a kind of like a suburb as well in Southern California. It was more like a desert suburb. It was really hot, and we had desert-like weather. But yeah, it was just a small town, so I didn't think anything of different parts of the town until I moved to Northern California and learned about the bigger cities like Oakland and San Francisco and San Jose. And that's when I started feeling like, oh, I like belong to a community because I like this district, or I live in this district. So yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah. So now we are starting to I drew the characters. It's a bit rough, so I need to define them more. The phase is that I decide the color now. So I build the visual in the same time. I don't decide the colors after I define everything, but I like to know if things go well and if I have to add some more elements so I can balance the colors. So I do. It's fun to show my my work to people. I don't know how many people are there, and do they even have any question? I don't know. I don't have any clue about that.
I don't either. I don't know. I just hope that it is a big crowd of fun people. Ooh, I love this color block combo you got going on. The purple and the, what color is this? It's like a fuchsia, not a fuchsia. It's like a cranberry.
Yeah.
More like a Merlot. That's what it makes me think of, Merlot.
So because I decided to have a yellow background, so I tried to put colors that fits to it. But I really like, I don't have any plans now. I have to tell you, I didn't prepare this part about colors. I always let myself, how you say that, like myself to go with the flow and about my emotion of now, like how do I feel? I mean, if when I work for clients, sometimes they have a color of palette very precise, and then I use less purple and blue because turquoise, yeah, because I love to use those colors and as a base. But sometimes it's maybe too funky for the message I want to give. Was that for Malala? That was a project, or even like what did they do? Even for Evian, I worked for them, so they wanted to have the colors of their brand, so which means pink and blue. And I had to work with all of these colors, you know, like different tones of blue, different tones of pink, and orange
fun.
also.
Those pants, I would totally wear those pants.
Yeah.
These are so cool. Oh, so wow. The
to...
beanbag texture. That's so fun.
Yeah. It's also cool like to work with different colors.
How long did it take you to do each of those illustrations or those animations, excuse me?
When did I do that? It was during the lockdown in France in April, and it took me 3 days to finish everything. Yeah, it was okay.
Not bad. It's not bad at all.
No, but I think that sometimes I'm myself like how you say, like I'm surprised by myself, like, oh, I can do that, you know, like because the more I do the animation and the more I'm efficient, also because it takes time to understand, to create a style and know what kind of movement I want to do. Because animation is pretty long, so I have to create movements that are not too complicated and too hard for me to do, or else I'm going to spend too much time on drawing.
Right.
The movements. So it needs to be simple, catchy, easy to read. Also, it needs to not be too much movement, or it's too much happening, and it's too much for me to handle.
Yeah, I get that.
When you think about animation studios, there are like 10 people for 1 minute of animation. It's a bit more people. So yeah, I think that I've been, for the animation part, I never learned it anywhere. I just I'm a self-taught. Yeah, that's how we say. I tested different. I tested how to do animation, like 24 images by seconds. It's how I do. Yeah. I've been doing a lot and trying to understand what matters in the animation. and to make it fun. And
yeah. So mesmerizing just watching people work in Illustrator. Like, oh my goodness, my puppy keeps handing me toys to play with her. It's so interesting doing this live streaming and being at home. And, you know, for me, I just have me and my puppy to deal with. She's being very vocal right now, but I just wonder how everyone else's setup is, and how they like doing video chats and working from home. Like, how does that serve everyone? How do you like it?
What do you mean? Sorry, I was really focusing on this.
No, I could tell that like swoop on the eye is perfect. And I like looked down for a second and it was already perfect. No.
This is the most important part of the illustration, I would say, and I have to focus because this is where you give when you put a spirit to your drawing. Yeah, you give you create a personality to your character. Yep. The look, the eyes.
You give them expression and
expression. Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite details are always the eyebrows. I don't know why, because if you shape them a certain way, they make your character, like you can change their whole expression based on their eyebrows.
I mean, completely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to go over again and to make them maybe look more friendly, because sometimes I give them they look angry.
I know, it's funny. It's like everything else can be in place: the eyes, the nose, the lips, and then if you make an angry brow, your person just might look angry. And if you slightly move them up, they might look a little deranged. If you you just never know what you're gonna get. You have to play with the eyebrows.
Yeah, so much. Yeah. So the details are important. I think for me, like, I know that sometimes it's like very simple, my drawings, but I think that I put a lot of detail into it, and especially in the face and the hands, because I think the hands are also the expression of the body.
Right.
Yeah. I might change our skin tone. It's a bit too dark. I have some problem to see. Yeah. So as I say, and also the ears, because I love to draw the ears. I know we're never really proud of the ears, but I don't know. I like to draw earrings, so that's why I have to like create more detail in the ears.
Nice. I like how you don't completely mirror both sides to just give it a little bit more character. And it's very realistic to a person's features. Like, you know how they say that everyone has one foot that's slightly bigger than the other?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, or you have like in your hands, you have a finger that's slightly longer than, your finger on your other hand. And I think it's nice when people you know, try to capture those nuances instead of completely like duplicating side for side, because it's a reflection of like how people are actually, you know, constructed. And
no, we are not perfect. We don't have the same.
Exactly.
I know that they don't have the same eyebrows. I always look at them like, but it's not symmetrical, you know?
Exactly. It's not, you know, and those are what makes you really cool. Like people have like those distinguishing features, and I think that's what makes people super unique.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that is the thing is that we should not look for the perfection. And even like I was trying to put myself like, okay, I was taking this from me and then I was taking this part to here and I was not looking like me at all.
I know. Oh my gosh. That's, yeah.
It looks so weird and it looks like scary also at the same time.
Yeah, because you're almost just like a statue. Like you're too, everything's too symmetrical, and yeah. I like how you're drawing these teeth. Like I feel like I've seen a lot of illustrators they start doing like the straight line across and then they fill it in and then they like manually go in and make the gaps. But I like how you just kind of freehanded the whole thing and then you're just kind of adjusting, cleaning up the paths. Like I think that's really, I like that technique. And it seemed a lot faster.
Yeah. In the beginning, not so much. It's like gymnastics, you know, you have to be okay that you have to do the work because it's easier to do this line, you know, just one line, straight line.
Yep.
But I think, as you say, like it's not giving any personality, to my point of view, to the character.
My puppy just made an appearance on Adobe Live. Everyone, this is Summer. She just had to say hi. And she will be interrupting the remainder of the stream, so just get used to her.
The fun part about like dancing is also that people, they dance but they also have funny expressions, you know, they don't look happy always, they're like, you know, like you know, they use all of their friends, you know, and then
oh my gosh,
like this. So
I feel like everyone has their like funky face when they dance. I have a funky face and it looks like I'm angry, but it just means that I'm really like into it and I'm having a good time, but it's not a pretty face at all. It's just like oh, that's so true. Yeah, when you see people, most folks don't have like a huge smile on their face. They're just like you know, just like it's like that grunting face.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny. I love it. I like it. Reality.
Yeah, the reality is that we don't look pretty when we dance, actually.
We can't all look like, you know, ballerinas and
no.
It's not all
but
pretty.
Yeah, it's a way of expressing ourselves, and it's very unique to ourselves. Also, like people have different moves and different ways of just like dancing and moving their body.
Yeah.
Even like walking, everybody has their way of walking, you know, it's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the hands, as I said, is to have a little bit of detail in my way. I try to do it.
I love the hands.
Yeah. I love to do the nails. Sometimes I do like some art nail, you know, like.
Oh, you do like a design.
Yeah, it's a little detail that I do. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Ooh.
It can be fun. Only when there is not all of the nails to do, I do it because
Yeah.
sometimes it gets way too much to do it, especially when I do animation. It's too much.
Oh, I know.
So I like to be simple.
Just one signature nail. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making me so happy. I miss dancing in public. To live music. Good times. What kind of music? What's your favorite genres of music?
I think I like everything almost. No, I cannot say that, but I have different moods.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, I like folk music, and
Oh, yeah.
I like indie music, and also like Afro trap. Is what you say? Afro pop music, yeah.
Afropop, yeah.
Yeah, Afro pop, yeah. And sometimes I like Latino music. Like depends. I need to learn a little bit more, and sometimes I get curious to know artists from other countries. There is this woman from Brazil. Her name is I have to look for it. She speaks French also, and I was discovering that on Spotify. She's from Brazil. What is her name? I cannot find it, but she's very good. And then I like also to listen to music from Sweden, Denmark, UK, France, Norway. There is this girl in Norway. It's called Sigrid. It's very pop, but it's fun.
A little pop is good. A little pop is good.
And then there is this woman in Sweden. There is a lot of Afro sweets, is how you say. Her name is Sena Bose.
Okay.
And she makes really good music. Yeah. Also listen to Joe Dosick. I don't know if you call it Joe Dosick. Yeah. It's American. It's from also California. The guy is from California.
Joe and Dosick?
Joey Dosick.
Oh.
Joey Dosick.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know who that is.
You know?
Yeah, we have a lot of similar tastes, which is fun.
Yeah, it's like how do you say, like R&B?
It's like
soul music. I don't know what.
It's like kind of funky R&B, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I like that merge. I think funk gives things a little bit more like character and like, you know, charisma, and like soul is just like really I don't know, it's like grounding, like makes you feel a lot of things. I like those two things. Oh my gosh, the time. We are, just to reference our calendar, we are 25 minutes. We have 25 minutes left for portfolio submissions. So in 25 minutes, we're going to be looking at some work, some portfolios from some artists via Behance, and we're going to be giving them feedback. So if you haven't had a chance to submit, you know where to do it. You go to Behance and you go to the portfolio review tab and you send us your work so we can see it and give you some advice and feedback. So we have 25 minutes left as of right now, as of 2 seconds ago. So get those in and we'll check them out later.
Oh,
that went by so fast. I know. It's like focus.
I would like to at least like draw the other face of the girl. I think I will try to do that.
Yeah, we might have some time afterwards as well, a little bit of time. But yeah, on that subject of music, I feel like, yeah, we have a lot of the same genre taste. I love funk. I love R&B and soul. I love Afro beats. Afro beats is my like fun music, just when I want to be in a good mood and when I'm doing like house chores and I need something to like keep my energy high. Yeah, I also like house music. Yeah, like just I don't know, it just gets my rhythm going and puts me in a happy mood all the time. I don't know. I like to listen to it when I'm driving.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I like you. I have like different moods, right? And then you like have a genre for each mood.
Yeah, I think it's that sometimes like when I want to really focus, I just like to listen to music like Bon Iver. But there is like some musician in Iceland that I love. It's called Asgeir, and its music is like landscape, and it's really like nice music. Like the songwriting is so good, and I've seen him in concerts in Paris and in Denmark, and I don't know, I love to hear his music. It makes me feel like I'm discovering a new place. You know?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love listening to music in other languages for that reason. I think one of the first international artists that I listened to was I'm forgetting her name, but she was Swedish. And I just remember listening to the lyrics, and of course I didn't know exactly what she was singing, but it was just beautiful in the way that like the consonants and like all of the words sounded. It was like both beautiful and soft, but then also had this like sharp like aggression to it. I thought it was so cool, and so I wanted to learn how to like sing in Swedish for a long time. It was very hard. And then I started doing the same thing with like French artists who would go in between English and French, and there's a lot of French rappers.
We like to do that so much, to mix English and French. It's like, what?
I know, it seems so hard.
We do that all the time.
It seems so hard. I took French in high school for 3 years, and I can't even, I don't remember a lot, but I can't even like try to bridge those two languages together and make sense and make it sound lyrical.
But also, like, I mean, sometimes, French people, they say things, but it makes no sense at all with the things that they are saying in French. So maybe for you, it sounds like they are saying things that make sense, but it doesn't. So
it's because it sounds cool, right?
Yeah, it's just for that, you know, and I'm so embarrassed all the time. I'm like, why? They don't even speak English. That's the worst about that. They just do it because it sounds good.
It sounds cool. Yeah. That's an American thing too. I feel like we dabble in things because they look and sound cool. So we get it. I love listening to French rap though. I just feel like it just sounds so cool. It's like smooth, but it still has that kind of like aggression that a lot of rap has, but in a smooth way. I don't know. I really like it. I forgot there's an artist I like in particular, and I don't want to ruin his name. Nice. see if I can find him. Maybe you'll know who I'm talking about. Oh, it's escaping me. What's his name? Oh, he's gonna come to me. I'm going to remember. I'm like searching and just waiting for the name to pop up. It's like, when you know exactly what you're thinking, but you just can't get the word out. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me this whole stream. I need to figure it out. Remy. R-E, yeah, R-E-M-I, Remy. Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, I heard. It's cool.
I love him. And there's another guy. I won't go searching for him too, but I just love their style. His is more like the soulful rap, but very cool stuff. He has like a really cool voice. Oh, I love these this eyeliner or mascara that she has going on. That's like my favorite color right now. This chartreuse. I'm obsessed with chartreuse right now.
I'm having a little problem with our eyes, but that's okay. I will come back to that after. It's hard to do something in 25 minutes, but we will make it.
It's okay. Don't even focus on the clock. Just focus on the craft. Don't focus on the clock. I love the little details in the sweater that like where bunches, where the creases.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Yeah. Little details like that are just so satisfying.
Well, maybe I will change this color. I think this looks a little bit better. So,
love it.
There's many things that are hidden in the drawings, like this hair on top of that, and when you see the picture, you're like, you don't think about all of the elements there is,
Yeah, the things that are overlapping, the things that are offset. Yeah, that's like the fun thing about Illustrator. It's like you can kind of hide all of the quote flaws in your piece, even though the flaws make the piece what it is. Like it looks clean on the outside, but then underneath it's like all of these little elements mushed together.
No.
But it's fun though. It's like beautiful chaos, right?
I try to not have all of this mess when I give things to my clients, because else they will not even understand themselves. So if they need to modify stuff, then I have to really clarify everything from the start, or else I don't know how I do.
Right. Yeah, that would be hard. Just kind of trying to talk through this product with people who don't understand it is tricky. It's tricky.
It is extremely. Well, I think that for some of the drawings, when I draw humans, I draw humans all the time. So I know the details where to put them. Because in the beginning, I showed a sketch that I was doing like this, and it's very like you don't really see so much. It's just the shape mostly, the structure of the body, but all of the details, it's things that, as I said, like by drawing it all the time, and also like drawing bodies like quickly and understanding the bodies, and you just know about the body, like where things are placed, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't need so much like to see to have how do you say, like an image of someone. I don't need that, not anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fingers. What other influences do you use in your work? Because I know you draw a lot of people. So what other things do you find to help inspire the people that you create?
I like to see people that are extravagant, that have something more, something that is interesting, like that is not usual, like everybody, you know, like they have something different, or maybe they wear like really clothes that are like you see them in the street, you know, and I love to watch them and observe them, and then remember them. But just like generally here I did some artistic references. So here you can see, so I studied product design, so, and also architecture. So here you can see like Murakami is always expressive, like he likes to, you know, I really like his character. And it's funny because I'm inspired by Japanese artists like Yao Kusama, the dots, and then there is also this artist here who made this big round bubble in is Anish Kapoor, is Indian. I think he's from UK.
It's beautiful.
And so inside cool. You go, and it's like you're in the stomach of someone, you know. It's like feels a bit like weird, and it's like huge, you know. You go inside this huge bubble, and inside is red, you know, and you hear a little bit of sound.
That's so cool. I love installations like that. It's just like a full immersive experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you have Olaf Eliasson, is Danish, in Icelandic and German, and he's doing like installation about he's putting the nature inside the museums. So he's creating like atmospheres because it's inspired by Iceland, the landscape and the nature. And he likes colors. He plays with colors also, but he's really going into like colors. Like here, you can see it's in Aarhus in Denmark. And
I've seen that.
That you walk inside a circle, and it's a chromatic colors. Yeah. So, but it's more scientific what he does, but still pretty cool.
Have you been there?
No, but I wish to go. It's in the north of Denmark. Then there is other like Damien Hirst and Jeff Koons, obviously, and then also like other designers. Like she's from Netherlands, and she's making really nice objects with colors and really vibrant with ceramic. It's Ella Jongorius. Then there is Arne Jacobsen. That also like the shape, the the colors, the design, you know, and David LaChapelle, I really love his pictures, and it's like what
so beautiful,
crazy, yeah. And Picasso and Le Corbusier.
I love this mood board. I feel like it captures everything, all of the like nuances about your work. I can see how these have influenced it, especially with the bold colors and the shapes and the expression, all of that.
And here, just one more last thing.
I love it.
I think for me, like pop culture is also like my biggest inspiration. I mean, I grew up with Destiny's Child. I grew up with Rihanna. I grew up with Katy Perry, with Whoopi Goldberg, Black Eyed Peas. Yes, Kanye West, the first album. I loved the pictures. It was like something you never saw before, you know.
Yeah.
And then like Asterix, the Looney Tunes, the games also, like Sims. Inspiration is very creative, you know, like you have to create stuff, you have to, you know, I love spending hours in
making
playing
your house
Sims. Yeah, and was spending more time in making the house, decorating than even playing the game, you know.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I feel like you stole this mood board from my like 10-year-old room. Like this is everything that I used to like love and follow and still love and follow. Like this Crash, oh my god, I used to play that game all the time.
Yeah, I mean we grew up with that, and it's influence. So, and I love, you know, to be playful with my art, and I think that is maybe something from there, like the games, playing with colors. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at school. We learned that all of the things which is pop art, and you know, the last Moodboard that I showed, it's not something that you should be proud of. You know, you need to dig more into the art and the craft, and you need to know like important people, you know, and the movements and the history of art. But I think that my childhood is also part of what I showed you, like Sims and everything. It's so much part of the history. What it influences us, and internet games, everything with computer. It's maybe really recent, but it's shaping what we are, the future, and what I do and what we do, and I think that it's good to know the classics and know our history. It's very important.
100%.
But we also need to like be okay with pop culture. I think that in the school, in art school, we are against it really much. We like more classical stuff. So for me, it's so a big inspiration. I think that I love to draw because I was watching a lot of Disney movies. I mean, I spent hours watching it, and I was fascinated. Just, I mean, like you could see like another world, and you can imagine it could transport you somewhere else, and just so fun.
Yeah, I would say that was one of my biggest inspirations too. When I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, I would sit in front of the TV. I'd come home from school, sit in front of the TV, watch all of my favorite Nickelodeon shows, and I would just like draw the characters as I was watching them on TV, which felt like, thinking about it now, it's like how do you even do that when the characters are constantly like shifting and changing? This is like long before when you can pause the show. It's like the show is just running, and I just was doing this the whole time, trying to capture everything. But yeah, I was just so inspired by everything that was going on and the characters, and it's crazy how that like really does inform a lot of what you do as a creative person.
But also like it shapes us for everybody, you know, like I mean what we see is shaping us. Already when I was a kid I knew, like, I mean, Disney movies are like quality. I mean, spend hours doing this. I mean, they have a whole team. And then when I was watching other animations, I didn't like it. It was not the same.
Yeah.
It was not, you didn't have the same. And my parents, they would not allow me to watch some drawings from the TV. They really wanted me to watch something that was like more research. And I think, yeah, I mean, we could discuss now today about what there is in this Disney movie and the message, and sometimes it's kind of violent. I mean, you cannot, I mean, The Lion King is pretty violent for 2 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, you rewatch those as an adult, you realize how much went over your head. You're like, whoa, I didn't catch on to any of this when I was younger.
No, but you also need to, I mean, you also need to know what's happening in the world. You cannot be in a bubble when you're a kid. You also need to put your kids into like realities, and there is death and there is mean people, and you have to, you know, like, yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. Can't keep it in a bubble. You miss out on a lot in the world.
Yeah.
We have just about 3 minutes.
Okay, so here we go. What I will do is just like to play a little bit more with the colors. And so what I do is just like go to edit colors, and then here I just play a little bit more with the colors.
I love this feature. It's just the best.
It's very good to be able to play more. It doesn't always end up how I wanted it to be.
Oh, I like the monochrome look.
And it could
be green nice and the green.
It could be nice if there were some patterns also, so it can add a little bit more of more nuances you could bring to the drawing. I don't know if I can just like do a quick pattern, so I'm just playing around.
It's okay, you can do it. A little less than a minute. Or actually, just about a minute. Oh, I like those. Yeah. Yeah. You should be able to run through those fairly quickly. I love it. Oh, that's cute. I love it. All right, we have less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All of the pressure. It's okay. I think this was pretty quick. Like, you did a really good job. I want to join their party.
Oh, and here we could like, without finishing, just up.
And here we go. It is time. I like to sing a lot. Terribly. All right, we're gonna do some portfolio reviews.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start. Let's get this going with our first contestant. Can you see my screen? Cool. Awesome. All right, so this is our first of 2 portfolios we're going to look at today. Looks like we have Julia Sem, and you're based in the Russian Federation. So wherever that is, I don't want to assume it's in Russia. I don't know, but that's really cool. Welcome. I love that we have people from everywhere joining us. So let's see what we got. Look at all these colors. First of all, it's like the first thing that I want to point out. So Aurelia, you want to just go through one at a time and just take a look and give some feedback?
Okay.
So we'll do, this is number 1.
Okay. What is the name? Julia.
Julia.
Okay.
So it looks
Julia.
like we have some fun poster work. I love all of these colors, and the gradients you did are like phenomenal.
Yeah, I love the blue.
Yeah.
The blue is nice, and the purple. It's cool.
Creative Stream. This is some fun like pattern work she did here with all of the different patterns and the colors, and then I like how the font still like pokes out, and there's some like overlay up here and over here. These are fun. These are really fun posters.
Cool.
It's like Cool Cat. Oh, I get it. It's like the fur, or the cat tail. That's cool. I like it. Ooh, this is cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I love how this like rainbow almost. It's like a fusion of different like almost like flags, like a fusion of different like flag references that come across all of the different faces. This is cool. I love all of these posters. You're really good with gradients, and you have a really nice eye for typography. I like really enjoyed all of the font choices. Yeah. Okay.
This is also cool.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. So this one is Mission Space. Oh, that's a fun one. We're going to space. Like everybody's like, how do we get to space right about now? Like that's gonna be the next stop for us.
There is something, like to run after to go to Mars.
Yes. My birth planet. My my planet is Venus, my ruling planet. So this is where I will be. I'm gonna go to Venus. And then just hop over to Mars here and there. Mars is smaller than I thought it was. Huh.
Yeah, it is.
These are fun. I like these. These like gifts that she has. This is like a whole scene, but there's a gift within the scene. This is cool.
It's cool that in the project she puts like animation and still pictures. It's a good mix.
It is. It's very interactive.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
Cool.
All right, let's go to the desert.
Oh
my gosh, look at this beautiful desert. I don't even know if you're considered a cowboy or a cowgirl, but you're just an awesome person. I love it. Look at these boots. The detail in the boots. It's very cool. Oh, go back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, I'm lost. There we go. Let's go back. I like that she's captured like different angles. So it's like telling a story.
Yeah, it is.
You can almost see this as like a flip book. Remember those flip books when you're a kid and you like flip through all the pages and they move?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
This is very cool. It's like capturing all of the different tigers.
Yeah.
Animation.
Tasting.
These are great.
Could be a gift.
Yeah, I think this project was called, oh, I love this. This little light bulb. This would be like a fun daily challenge for yourself, just to like come up with a simple animation each day, right? Because each of these are like fairly simple concept, but you just make it your own. Like, you know, even something like this. Which one do you want to see next, Aurelia? There's so many good choices.
The one with the yoga.
Oh yeah. Inspired by sport and yoga. Ooh, I love with these like Harlem pants. So nice.
It's nice. I like the shapes in the background.
Yeah, these are really cool. I love how she like captured the hair flowing in the wind. Some good gradient work as well. And like the noise that just like gives it just some more dimension. It's really cool. This dog. This is really cool.
Yes. It's nice that she put some texture in the characters and the bubble.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more. You want to pick the last one?
Yeah, the one here, the oil themed illustration. This is cool. I like it.
Yeah. She really does a good job with the texture, overlaying the texture over just like flat illustration. It just gives it a little extra and almost makes it look a little two-dimensional. Like even here with like the sand grains. And she's really, really good with gradient. Like gradient work is just excellent. Awesome.
It's fun.
Julia, I love your portfolio. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really like the first reference or the mission space reference. I would like to see just more of the fusion between the still animation or the still work and the animations and the illustrations, like bringing all of that together to tell the story. I think that is a strength of yours for sure. All right. So let's go to the second one. So now we have Ellie Zani. What a fun name, if I'm pronouncing that right. Ellie Zani. It's a really cool name. From Amsterdam. Woo, woo. Okay, we have lots of choices here. So maybe let's choose for different projects to look at. So
okay. I was thinking the one with the picture, here, lady, la vie en rose. And
This
then,
one?
yeah, and then maybe the one with the map after.
Okay, let's do it. The custom type lettering magazine layout, my fave.
I like those.
Yes, this lettering is gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
It's really fun.
Oh, how fun. I love that the main title is like very script, but then when you get into the layout, she's doing really interesting like variations.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I really like it.
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, like it goes well with the spread page. It's pretty cool, like because it's black, and then she used some of the colors from the picture, black and red.
Yeah,
some orange and purple. Yeah,
I like that this looks like chalk.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Oh, cool. Look, go back. Yeah, this is cool. Let's go back. Okay, and then we want to see this map.
Yeah.
This is like what we were talking about earlier, the districts.
Yeah, it was Amsterdam. It was when I was there.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. This is a poster designed with Orange Panda Amsterdam.
And the colors are really cool. I really like this choice. It's pretty cool.
Get this, the Van Gogh Museum.
It's very cool. Oh, very typical Amsterdam.
Yes. Bikes, nature. These are is this a crane or is it a specific type of crane to Amsterdam?
I don't know, maybe yes. The tulips, the beer, and the show.
These are always fun. I mean, these are just, the postcard is great because it's a great gift to give somebody when you travel.
Yeah.
They can understand all of the different.
I would definitely have it.
Yeah. How fun. That was like really close to what we were talking about. I kind of want to see this one because she has like something in her eyes. Graphique. Special summer edition. I love this reflection in the eyeglasses. I think that's really cool.
Holidays with the earrings.
Oh yeah, I love that. Thinking about vacation.
Nice.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, can we go down?
Down.
I like this, the blue twist Molan blue. Yeah, this. I like the drawings. It's very cool that all of the signs and stuff like it was cool.
Yeah. This looks like it was for like a brand identity for like a run, maybe?
Yeah, a race. Yeah.
Race?
Yeah, it was cool.
I like that.
You understand what it is for.
Exactly. I love she gave us different color variations as well.
Cool.
She has a very diverse portfolio. She's just doing a lot.
You can see like graphic design, illustration. It's in between. It's like really like the bird. It's blurred. The line is blurred. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do maybe two more. I want to see the skating stuff because I love skating. Oh, so this project was for 36 days of type. You can see all of the different typography submissions for each letter. It's always cool to see how people go about this. It's so fun. Oh, that's wait, what letter is that? Is that C or G? Oh, wait.
C, D.
C.
C, D.
Okay. We won't go all the way down the line, but is it all of them? Is it cool?
It's nice. The whole thing here, it's cool.
Okay. Do you want to pick one more?
Maybe the cover for the vinyl. That's soul music. It's
this one right here.
Yes.
Album cover. Love me a good album cover.
It's fun.
Soul music. Yeah, it looks like she's all across the board. A little bit of graphic design, type, some 3D animation. Yeah, very diverse portfolio. This is very cool packaging design. It's like all the boxes. Look at all of these focuses.
Yeah, that's good that she is doing diverse.
Yeah.
She can explore.
Yeah, I think my own. Go ahead.
I don't know. I say she, but maybe it's a guy. I don't know.
I know. We'll call you.
They say you use the pronoun they. I should say
they. Yes, yes.
Much better.
Yeah, I think the only advice I'd give them is, I mean, you're doing so much, so many different types of work, which is awesome. And just thinking about what your style is when you're combining all of these different formats of work. And it'd be cool to see like something that distinguishes you, even though it's like you're doing illustration and graphic design and type, like some type of like signature where you can always trace it back to Eli Zanny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I want to get back into it. We have 8 minutes for you to knock out some more stuff. How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah. All right. We ready to switch back over?
Okay, I will do that.
Cool.
Here we go.
Woo.
Nice. So
back in it.
I think I would like to just have maybe one more pattern and then take care of the shoes. So for the other pattern, I was thinking maybe some stripes. Or maybe no, I will use another tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cut this.
Oh yeah.
Not sure if it's good. I have to do it one more time. No, not good either.
Oh, I think that one might be the one.
Then you can add something a bit more like interesting.
Yeah. I like that.
It's always fun to design the clothes.
I know.
I wish I had some of the clothes that I draw.
That's how I feel. It's just not, I mean, I don't have the technical training to bring those clothes to life, but it's nice to have control of your wardrobe. for a second.
Yeah. Every detail counts.
Yep.
Especially if like you are going to print it as big, or you want to, if you want to print it anyway, or to have it, to have more detail, and the shape. That's also why I work with Illustrator. Is that I can really be sharp with the lines and come back and redefine the lines, you know?
Yeah.
So first I draw, and then I can spend some time like to define more the lines, you know. That's important to me. It's how I think it's how I define my style, is to like be more precise and bring up more personality into my work, like more my voice, like the lines, the way you draw is represents you, your hands, you know. As I said in the beginning, like when I draw the people in the metro. I was drawing like what I was seeing, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing about Illustrator is that sometimes you can be, and especially vector art, like you see, it's very general, you know. For many people use it, and then you can do very simple lines, and people understand. It's like, this is a person, this is that. But if you want to go a bit more,
Yeah.
you know, to the thing, you have to like bring more of your way of seeing the world into your drawing.
Yeah.
And your experience with drawings is very important.
Absolutely.
For me, it's also important, you know, to paint. So I paint, and so that means I have to use my hands, and I have to color the whole thing, because with Illustrator you just drag the color and then you have it, you know.
Yeah.
But when you paint, you cannot do that. Sometimes I was thinking, oh, I click here, and then it's no, I have to paint.
Oh, did you?
And then, you know, here all of this, the line between this color and this color, you have to do it correctly, you know, with your hands, and you cannot like just like be like this shaking. You need to be really straight. You have to have your hands going really like, you have to have the good gesture with your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And imagine if you did it the opposite way, it wouldn't.
So it's good to not forget the analog, and practice both ways. I think can bring a lot. There's many things I cannot do with the computer, and there's many things I cannot do with, when I draw, like having the color here, so I can test, you know, and do what I did with the colors, you know, because when you do it with the hands, you cannot miss. You have to do it one more time.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of learning and unlearning things depending on what you're doing. Such a fun outfit. Okay. I think we have a couple minutes left. So why don't you tell everybody what we're going to be doing tomorrow, so everyone can come back and tune in and hang out with us again.
Yeah, so tomorrow I was thinking to make a portrait of someone, to draw like more an interior, and have a person doing something in this interior. Can be like, because as you see, in my work, I like to do like to draw people, but I also like to draw here, for example, I like to draw interiors. Yeah, for example, this, it was also like a very complex one, but
oh wow,
with
oh, that's so fun.
Or maybe this one could be more something like this. Maybe we could do that. I will maybe work a little bit more on now you see how I work, like I draw something and then I go to Illustrator. So maybe can draw a little bit more so we can see and add some more elements. I was thinking to do something like that. I also like to do, place the people in a environment.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. I love what you do with all the colors.
Maybe that,
This
those
is
are.
good.
It takes more time to make those one, obviously, because it's more elements and you have to work with the color, so it all works together.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see where our girls go. So that wraps it up for us today. It's been a really fun welcoming back to Adobe Live, and make sure you guys catch us tomorrow. Aurelia is going to be continuing this journey with our folks, so we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.